I'm trying to think about the best way for me to share this with you. Let me do it this way. One, your profiles, all of your profiles in your social media platforms. What I've learned from my personal experience and from watching the best people in the world. Let me give you a few recommendations on profiles. You need to have a profile picture that is your best self. What I mean by that is something that captures you, something that's well lit, something that captures your personality, something that is, I wouldn't change it very often, if at all, once you get it, because people will recognize it. I would use it across platforms as best you possibly can. Make that profile picture amazing. Now, your cover photo needs to represent your brand. I'm going to talk about your brand in a minute. But your branding in social media, I've learned how to brand myself. I'm very, very well branded around the world, and some of the best social media people are branded incredibly well around the world. I want to teach you how to be branded around the world by doing that. So your cover photo needs to represent your brand. Your bio needs to represent what you stand for, without giving away that you're in network marketing and you're looking to add people. If you put your company in there, it's a real problem. You become less attractive than if you just talk about the benefits of what it is that you do. A little bit of mystery in your profile while being very, very clear on your brand is critical. Now, if you look at my branded stuff, it's obvious what I do. It should be obvious what you do as far as helping other people build their business. So your profile is one thing that you need to develop. Now, another thing that I'm noticing too is talking about brand. And I help a lot of people. I work with a lot of people when it comes to developing their social media brand. And you know what's crazy? I'll do this little workshop with you right now. I want you to think about something that is not network marketing that you're passionate about, and put that into the comments. Something that is not network marketing that you are passionate about. It could be music, it could be cars, it could be kids, it could be fashion. Something that you are passionate about that's not network marketing. I want you to think about something. Karaoke, family, Disney. Keep going with it. I know that there's a little bit of delay. Keep it on that other screen so I can see that, Alex. Oh, it's just not updating very often? Okay. So whatever it is, yoga, travel, music, healthy living, dogs, and ancient Greek studies, whatever it is, here's the key. Here's the key. Get as specific as possible. So music is too broad. If it's music, what kind of music? Get as specific as you can. If it's yoga, that's too generic. What kind of yoga? What kind of yoga for what age group? Is it for male or is it for female? Is it goat yoga? Is it puppy yoga? Is it hot yoga? Is it Bikram yoga? Is it yoga for 50-year-old women? Whatever it is, get as specific as you can. Now, it can be wolves, it could be jinn, it could be horseback riding. What kind of horses? If gin is perfect, because let's say, and I'm not going to be promoting alcoholism here, but I will say, are there lots of kinds of gin? How deep could you go on gin? Would you attract people who are naturally interested in gin? If it's dogs, what kind of dogs? Get specific, super specific. The more specific you can be, the greater you can build your brand. You could be known as the XYZ person. I asked this question at a seminar, and a person, I said, what's your passion? He said, mushroom hunting. I didn't know that was a thing. I found out that's a thing. People hunt for mushrooms. They go out in the forest and they dig around for mushrooms. Well, if you do mushroom hunting, do you think there's an audience out there that would be able to, you could find, that would also be into mushroom hunting? Could you find a natural community around mushroom hunting? The answer is of course. Public speaking, for what? Shiba's perfect. Siberian forest cats, awesome. Seeing my daughters smile and laugh, that might be something that makes you happy, but how could you turn that into a brand? Raising daughters who are happy and joyful, or, you know what I mean? How could you find a way to be known as that person? A life artist, inspiring young entrepreneurs, grade school kids, making women feel beautiful again. Just take a look at all these things. Empowering women, but how? By how, LD? How are you going to empower women? Painting landscapes, tuxedo cats, and Maine Coons, black and white photography. All these great, okay? Now here's the thing when it comes to branding. Pick 3 things. Pick 3 things about that brand, or pick 3 passions, and that will help you to determine your brand. Here's how I know that you've got a brand. When people think about you, they say, oh yeah, that's the Siberian cat woman. Oh yeah, that's the black and white photography person. Oh yeah, that's the mushroom hunter. You know? Sarcastic mom humor. That's the sarcastic mom humor person. Right? So I want you to go crazy on these 3 things. Put that in your bio, put that on your profile, and put that into your posts. And that will give you a foundation that is something more than just selfies and food photos and who gives a shit. You know, on your wall, make it interesting. If you're into cars, what kind of cars? Oh, I'm into Ferraris. What color Ferraris? I'm into red Ferraris. From what years? From 1965 to 1978. Well, if you become known as the red Ferrari person from that group, you're going to attract everybody else that's passionate about that. You're going to have cool stuff in your profile that other people will want to interact with. You'll be able to join groups and bring value to those groups based upon the contribution and the curating of that content. The curating. That's another thing I want to talk to you about, is curating around these 3 things. Curating around these 3 things. 1979 Chevy Nova SS. Yeah, see, curating around these things. Here's what I mean by this. Let's say you pick 1969 Chevy Novas. And that's your thing. Fine. How much content can you curate around that thing, around that topic? How much content can you curate around being a sarcastic mom? How much content can you curate around being the best grandpa to young people? And here's what I mean by that. Can you go search the internet to find articles, to find photos, to find videos, to find everything possible that you can curate? And what I mean by that is you're the editor of your page. You're going to be bringing those things in to your page to make it more interesting to people who also are interested in your passions. If it's hot pink cars, you can go curate hot pink cars, right? Get the photo of the day. Think about an Instagram page that's just about hot pink cars. How big of a following would you get with an Instagram profile that was just that? Everybody in the world would want to follow that. So you will naturally attract your audience that you have something in common with. You know, what I have in common with you in network marketing is I love network marketing. I'm here to help you in network marketing. So all of my social media efforts have been around my passion being network marketing. My passion being that consumes everything that I'm doing. And if you're engaging with me, you're engaging with me because you found that your passion aligns with my passion. So curate content around whatever it is that you're passionate about. Now I'm saying pick 3 and play with it. You might find that one becomes your thing. One probably of those 3, and it might surprise you. You might get huge traction on hot pink cars when another one of your passions is being the best flamenco dancer you could possibly be. But the hot pink cars is getting traction, so yet you find yourself curating more and more and more towards that. This will start to build a brand for you that you will naturally have people to talk to every single day. And without even thinking about it, you'll be able to have prospects to be able to grow your business. So this is my advice to you: curating content towards your passion and then using the relationship that you build in order to be able to have unlimited people to talk to. Now, inside of this, you don't have to necessarily do this in order to be successful. Like, there's cosmetics companies out there that all these women do is do their makeup every day and talk about what they're using and doing Facebook Lives. I'll talk about Facebook Lives in a minute. That's all they do. And that's helping them build a business. I will tell you, in addition to that, is this. Some people, all they do is they do a live, they talk about their product, and they say, post this in the comments if you want to try a sample. All they do is do their daily whatever, broadcast or whatever, in order to be able to engage with people that are following them because they are amazingly attractive. And I'm not even necessarily saying physically, but energetically, they're attractive. They become an influencer of sorts. But this is for everybody, not just the superstar in your company. This is for every single one of you watching this, for you to be able to identify your passion and build your brand. And you can be the hot pink sports car person who also builds a network marketing business. You can be the goat yoga person that also builds a network marketing business. You could be the mushroom hunter that also builds a network marketing business. And people are going to follow you and want to do something with you. So get specific, detailed, shrink it down. If you just say, I love golf, it's too much, too broad, nobody cares. If it's golf for women, now you have a different group. If it's women golfing the top 100 courses in the world, or passionate about the top 100 courses in the world, now you got something. Now see, it could be a sports team. You could become the ultimate Minnesota Vikings fan. You could become the ultimate Real Madrid fan. And what would you do with that is curate Real Madrid stuff. What's a cool article about Real Madrid? What's a cool interview? What's a cool video? What's a cool whatever? Frisbee golf. Curate content about Frisbee golf. What's a funny story about Frisbee golf? You know what's going to happen? Your natural tribe is going to find you. And other people that get annoyed by this are going to go someplace else. And that's okay. Attract the people who are attracted to you, because guess what you have in common? How easy is it for you to be able to start a conversation with somebody who's also into Frisbee golf? Really, really easy. It's not hard. Every one of you has something like this. Every one of you has something to be able to use to be able to grow a business. Okay? So I'm going to be, this live is going to go for a while, just so you know. But I got to tell you something. I'm going to just pause my training conversation here a little bit, and I want to tell you about something that I am doing that starts next week. I am doing the biggest social media training in network marketing history starting next week. Okay? A 10-week social media boot camp. I'm going to give you tons of value today. We're going to keep going. But a 10-week